GunninGamerz here, got another video for you today. This time we've had a lot of requests to take a look at all of the different trucks that are in Farming Simulator 17. Now before we begin, I want to also address one other thing. I've been getting a lot of comments, emails, stuff, out there in the social media, people that are raging mad about why we have so much money in the account. I can't say this enough, folks. This is only a test save. I put $50 million in so that we could show you guys some of the stuff, especially before the game release. These are the 4 trucks that you're going to get vanilla in Farming Sim 17. Now, 2 of them are Lizard, and then you've got the Tatara and the MAN, or as a lot of people call it, the Man Truck. So, basically how these work out is you've got 420 horse, and this one is 462, 480, and 535. Now I did look at this in the live stream. I don't think you can, you can't do anything with power on any of these. I just want to double check. Yeah, okay, so you can't. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you on this list. We're going to buy all 4 trucks, and we're also going to take a look at the 2 pickup trucks because people have been asking me a lot about that as well. So how this works, we've got the different attachers. Now, I would recommend buying this on every truck. What that is basically the hitch that goes in the back that allows you to pull trailers around. For $700, I don't know why you wouldn't put that on there because it really does make the truck even more useful. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the back attacher. The main color, I don't know, we'll just do black. Doesn't really matter on that today. Wheel setup. I'm going to go ahead and show you the wide tires on this truck because they actually look a little bit more decent on this day cab than they did on the sleeper cab. The sleeper cab, the wide tires did not look right at all. It looks like more of a road truck. So we're going to go with the wide tires here, and it's going to, I don't know, I guess we'll go with black wheels as well. So we're going to buy that in, and then we're going to jump back. We're going to jump into the next biggest truck here, and now again, we'll throw the back attacher on there. The color, I think, you know what, I'm just going to leave that. We're going to leave that just the way it is. And go over to the MAN. I kind of like that red, the black. I mean, that, shoot, looks good to me. Back attacher, obviously. And then lastly, the Lizard truck. Like I said, I would recommend leaving these standard. I tried it the other way, and it looked kind of weird on this truck because this is like something that belongs on the road, and it kind of had like logging style tires. It looked really bad on the front, in my opinion. It just looked weird, but we'll go with the back attacher, and I'll do this one in black as well. I don't know. I think we did black and black on the other one. So there you go. And then you guys all have been asking about the pickup trucks. So we're just going to go ahead and buy one in. Again, you have the 100, 165, 190. I know most of you are going to go right up there. I kind of did it on our server. Took it up to 190. The only downside is this thing turns into a rocket ship. If there was a way to weld some wings on it, you might actually take flight with this thing. It is pretty quick. It's pretty quick, but it's not that it's unrealistic quick. It actually says the speed is the same. So I don't know. You can kind of make up your own determination, but for now we'll put the 190. And I kind of like it in that green and do some black wheels, or just keep the wheels standard right now. They actually look pretty decent when you paint them up. And then the last one here is the Lizard, the new pickup. This one here, you can't do anything with the power on it, but you can do something with the wheels. I don't really know the difference between the designs, so I don't know. Just go with black wheels. We'll go with the main color. Kind of looks a little bit like a Ford, doesn't it? Kind of looks a little bit like a Ford, so maybe we'll just put Ford blue. You can do stuff with the design here. I did do the twin stripes one time, and I didn't really care for that. I've never tried any of these, so just for the heck of it today, I don't know, we'll go with number 2, and we'll keep that in white. Then we'll back out all that. Oh my goodness, that is weird. That number 2 job, I'm not a big fan of that. The wheels don't look too bad, but it almost makes it look like you could make a police truck. If we would have painted it and put it in black, I think we could have had a police truck on here. We're not really in here today to decorate trucks, but I did want to show you kind of what they look like. So this one here, see, it looks really nice with these wheels on it. I think it fits it well. And if you go down here, this one would look fine with them other wheels too, but I think the single on the back, this thing looks kind of like, it might belong going a little bit off-road, things like that. So if you're going to do those wide tires, I'd recommend them only on the day cab, not so much on this one. So, alright, so now we got all these beautiful trucks. The only problem is we don't really have anything to pull with them. So, let's jump into the low loaders. Now, this is the same one that we had in Farming Sim 15. And you can do all kinds of stuff with the color here, which is really nice. So, I kind of think, you know, one of these looks pretty nice. And we'll just buy it in that. And then this thing, the low loader, is awesome. There's no upgrades, so we'll just go ahead and buy that. Well worth the money, let me tell you what. Really cool trailer. You can see it sitting over here. There's the two trailers sitting next to each other. Don't overlook this trailer here, even though we had that before. I mean, this thing is still very useful because of the fact that, you know, it's just a simple trailer. It's very simple. This thing here, though, looks a little bit smaller, but it doubles in size, and I'll show you exactly how. Alright folks, so we're in the truck, we got her hooked up, and all you gotta do is, if you're using a mouse and keyboard, I think you use your mouse. To do it, you hold the two buttons, but with the SciTac panel, which is what I'm using, very nice, just use the joystick, and you can stretch it out like that, which kind of almost doubles the size of the trailer. And then if we unhook the front part there, we can go ahead and pull away with that still connected. And by the way, I do want to point out, all of the trucks just looks the same, but there's your back hitch. That's that $700 piece that you're basically getting on, and it allows you to hook up to a regular trailer. So I highly recommend putting that on your truck because it's going to be very useful. So of course we're going to haul the biggest, heaviest tractor that we have. Alright, I decided to do something to make this a little bit more realistic. So in real life, as you know, when you have a tractor that's that wide, that would hang off the trailer, basically both these wheels would hang off. They would take those tires off and they would stack them on the back right over those wheels, or they would, you know, put them on the front part there. You'd see them stacked up in a pile. And since we can't do that, we're just going to go ahead and jump in here to customize. And rather than going down to standard, we'll do the wheel weights, which takes us down to one wheel and puts a weight on there, so at least we still get some heaviness out of it. That way we look a little bit more realistic. So the reason why we're going to go with this one and that one is I know that they'll fit on here. If we want that big case in this tractor, it'd be kind of cool for the weight purpose, but they're not going to fit on here, I don't think. So you can see that with the single wheel we can drive up here no problem. This is a pretty wide tractor. We'll let the nose of it kind of hang over. This is going to definitely put our trucks to the test. Alright. Yeah, that looks good there. We're a little bit over to the right, but that'll work. And we're going to shut the tractor off. Alright, and I think this one here, let's see, we might want to back this one on. I'm not sure. Alright, that works out perfect. So let's go ahead and shut that off. That looks really nice. This looks like a truck that's just about to leave the Challenger factory there. I mean, that is awesome. That is awesome. Of course, in real life, you wouldn't get two of these on here, but you'd have a single tractor, like I said, and you'd have all the tires stacked up in the back, and it would look pretty sweet going down the interstate. Let's back our truck up and pick up this heavy load to see how this little guy does. Oh, there we go. Barely got her to fit on there. They kind of squished in there a little bit, but that's okay. Everything looks like it's good. Now, sadly, I haven't been able to find a way to strap these down. I don't even see anything coming up for that. So I'm not saying it's impossible. I just don't think I don't think you can, and I don't see anything really showing up with this trailer either. Whereas like the bale trailers that we've checked out, you do see the straps when you walk along. They'll kind of show up green, and then if you hit, I think it's R, they'll, just like we showed in our other video. I don't see any of that on these trailers here. Alright, I feel like I'm playing American Truck Simulator. I mean, that is what is so cool about this setup. So we've got our little lights going here, and we better get our warning lights going, right? We're going to be going out on the highway. Look at this load. This is so heavy. Everything is just squatting. This is so much fun. And this little truck here, again, only 420 horse. It's kind of a weird sensation. I really do feel like I'm playing American Truck Simulator right now. Alright, and I got a log laying out on the road still. I love the interior on this truck too, by the way. It is awesome. And we're going to break a little rule here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shut those flashers off. Those are getting a little bit annoying. So you can see that this little truck here has no issues whatsoever. Going down the road 42 miles an hour. And we're going to do a U-turn in the middle of the road, which is not legal. Hopefully we don't dump everything over. And look at how that trailer turns the wheels like that. I love that. That is so nice. So no problems whatsoever from this little truck. Now we've got a hill coming up. We're getting up to 30 miles an hour. Ooh, it is losing some speed here. I'm wondering if I'm glitching out a little bit though. Yeah, I can see something is wrong with the trailer. I think that it's dragging on this right side. Because I have tested this once during the live stream and the truck seemed to perform the same. It's a little bit of a spoiler alert. I'm not going to test all the trucks right now anyway. But it seemed that all of the trucks pretty much, you know, acted the same going up the hill. The bigger truck obviously did it a little bit better, but I think that this one tractor right here may need to be adjusted because you can see how that got crooked and I think it's throwing the whole load off. It's not that you're really gonna be bothered by that. I mean, you're still very capable of... See, I think it's just because it's squished a little bit too much. I'm going to go ahead and turn this around to see if I can get it to fit on any better. Maybe that weight is kind of hitting. I know the length of the vehicle is going to be the same, but when I did it in a live stream, we were checking it out, and it seemed like the 3-point interfered less. So let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah, it didn't seem to like bump into it the same. Oh, and that's what happens if you leave the tractor run. It makes the tracks go backwards. It's kind of funny. Alright, so this truck here does a pretty good job going up and down the road. I don't think there's much to worry about there. So we're going to go ahead and drop that load. Let's go ahead and switch trucks. Now just for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and shut this truck off here, and I will start this up to let you all hear it. But we had this in Farm 15, and I think it's a little bit better done here. Of course, this was part of a DLC. And I did test this during a live stream, and it did perform, you know, just as good as that truck over there. It's got a little bit more power. So that's that one, and then we've got the MAN, which they really worked this thing over. Absolutely love this truck here as well. It looks good with the tires and everything the way they did. Power-wise, again, you're going to get the same performance as you did out of that other truck, the Lizard. So then what we're going to do is jump into the big boy, because that's the one everybody's probably wondering about the most. The big Lizard. Don't like the interior as much in this one. It might be the color, I don't know. But it is a nice truck. It really does work good. And I can only imagine what the modders are going to come up with. They'll probably dump a ton of different trucks in here for us, but... Alright, so we got our little yellow lights on there. And our load is readjusted. So this is probably about the heaviest stuff you're going to haul right here. Granted, if you had 2 combines on there, they might be heavier, but I don't think you'd get 2 of them to fit, so... Alright, got the pedal to the floor. Oh, gotta watch out for that log. I don't know who did that. cruising down the road, no problem. I was joking during the live stream, it's too bad I can't use my SKRS shifter with this thing. Just listen to that slowing her down. I love that. Vehicles, that was me taking my foot off the gas as soon as we came down the hill. This might be where the tractors got all funny last time. See how things are going back there now. The wheels are turning. Whoop, I gotta watch where I'm going with my truck. Oh, looks like everything is on there still. You can clearly see with that last run we did that the trailer was tilting and that was causing everything to kind of glitch out and basically slowed us down. And this truck here maybe is going a little bit faster. I mean, again, it's hard to tell when that other one was glitched out a little bit, but from my earlier test a few days ago on live stream, it seemed like everything was performing about the same. This thing maybe does a few miles faster going up the hill, but it looks like we're getting down mid-20s. Which I don't think anybody really cares about that anyway. I think at the end of the day, as long as we can move stuff across the map more than 20 miles an hour, we're happy. Because I remember playing the earlier versions of farming, and we did not have all these lovely pieces of transporting equipment. So this is really nice. And it looks like this trucker's going to stop. I just got hit by a truck. Looks like the trucker's going to stop at the diner here. So we'll leave that. Let's run over and check out our pickups real quick. Now I was trying to think of a good job that you might want to use your pickup for. And I started thinking maybe you'd want to pull a chipper. I have no idea how big this chipper is. I've never seen it, so this is going to be my first time buying one in. And we'll have a look at, oh my god, yeah, okay, that's definitely not going to be for the pickup at all. But I still wanted to see it, so there you go. Now if you're like me and you're wondering the size of that thing, because it's really hard to tell in the store, that thing is a beast. But what if we tried to move it with our truck anyway? Again, this is not going to be realistic, but this is not real life anyway. I just want to put these trucks to the test. Okay, this is really bad. Oh my goodness, it does move it, but yeah, you're definitely not going to want to do this. And I like to play realistic, and I just want to get that out there too. Like, everything we do is realistic, but remember, this is a test map. This is all about testing and just kind of checking out a few different things. This is not our server. We do not do this stuff on our server. So let's jump into the loading wagons, because I know that those, you can adjust the actual tongue on them. So let's go ahead and hook up our old pickup here. And this is why I'm going with this, because I've done this in our server. When we didn't have a tractor available, we went and brought this thing from the store. And that caused us to do a wheelie. Get the camera fixed there. So I can actually adjust that up and down. I think we do want that to be... Alright, again, not realistic, but don't look at what we're pulling. Just you know, keep in mind the weight and why we're doing this test. I want to put the old pickup that is at 190 horse up to the new one, which is at 200. Not concerned with the realism. Wow. I need a little bit more weight on the front there. Is that going to do it? I think that's got it. This is just a weight test. Pretend we're pulling a sled down at a truck pole. Alright, it gets up to speed pretty good. Really not doing too bad. 48, 49. Oh my gosh, I barely have control. The front end's a little bit light, but guess what? It gets up to speed. We're getting up to 55 miles an hour. I think we're speeding through town. And we're on the brakes hard. Slows down pretty good, not too bad. Let's go ahead and tackle this hill and then go try out the other truck. It's lifting up the back end there. I do appreciate all the concerns about us doing everything realistic. I guess my only regret is probably lots of new people come onto the channel with all the hype around Farm Sim 17, and they probably think that we do things unrealistic, and it's too bad that, you know, people jump to the conclusion all the time. because it is kind of fun to test things. I haven't done this in the past couple of years with the other releases of farming. Alright, 39, it looked like we hit about 40 kind of coming up the hill, high 30s. Again, we're not trying to get too scientific with every little thing. I mean, if it pulls it, it pulls it. I don't think people really care about a mile or two faster. It's not real life, so I'm not worried about our gas mileage, and although that is kind of taken into consideration in this game now. Alright, beautiful sound in this truck. Nice interior. Let's drive out here and hook up to this. I haven't really done any towing with this truck because we're not using it. Alright. Whoop. Are we hooked up? There we go. Alright, settings should be the same. Ooh. I don't know. This truck is not liking it, and this is rated at 200. A little bit slow getting going there, but there's that log again. Yeah, this might look good with this paint if you did it in black. It'd look like a police truck. And then we could have Officer Dickard going around arresting people. I do miss that GTA series that we were doing. I hope it comes back one day. Alright, well that seemed pretty good. Let's go ahead and turn around and head back for the hill. The other truck had a pretty good start. And this one seems to do pretty good pulling up a hill. I honestly don't think it matters that much, and at the end of the day, I think everybody will just be pretty happy with the way that these trucks perform and how they don't drift, and they handle pretty nicely, and they pull decently, and you can haul stuff. And I guess if I had to pick though between the new truck and the old truck, it's pretty much hands down going to be for the old truck. And I say that because I like the fact that the old truck, let's just move this over here. See, seems like this one has a little bit harder time getting started. I just liked the fact that the old truck has a bigger box. You know, you probably, well, I don't know, you might not be able to get 2 pallets in the back. With the old truck you can, but I can tell you for a fact that neither of the trucks really likes having those pallets in there. Not more than one anyway. They do fine with 2, but you know, they do squat a little bit. So that's kind of a comparison of the bed size, and that's why I kind of like the old truck a little bit better. So, I'll listen to that sound. Oh, and you shut her off. Very nice. Alright, well there's a comparison on those 2 trucks. Again, we didn't get too scientific, but I don't think it really matters. People shouldn't care that much about it. They're trucks, they work, they can haul things, they're really handy because in this game you can't just fill up unlimited seed and fertilizer back at your farm. Everything has to be purchased over here in the pallet section. So right now I can tell you that a lot of the planters and fertilizers will go through 2 or 3 pallets just to fill it up. So every time you go to plant some fields, you're going to be hauling a lot of pallets. And the pickups work really nice for putting a few pallets on them, in them, whatever. And you can, you know, basically take the truck right out to the field and fill up. But like I said, if I had to choose, I'd probably definitely go with the older one just because of the box size. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed our little comparison video today of the different trucks. A lot of people have been asking to see them, and I hope that all of you are enjoying playing Farming Simulator and playing like we are on our servers. So definitely come over to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GunninGamerz. We're going to be hammering like heck this weekend on the farms on Cisnavica and Goldcrest, obviously. We are going to be doing the 24-hour live stream starting at 11 a.m. this Saturday, going all the way until 11 a.m. Sunday, you guessed it. And we are also going to be giving away 6 copies of Farming 17 that do include the pre-order. 3 of them I purchased myself, and Giants has given us another 3 to go ahead and give away. So if you don't have the game, you're wanting to get it on PC, on Steam. We will have 6 copies during that farming sim, and there's been a few of our members that said that they also want to throw a copy in, so we may have more. So come out this Saturday and cheer me on and help me stay awake, especially Sunday morning. You wake up, come on into the chat and keep me awake there, because we're going to be going all through the night. It's going to be a lot of fun. We haven't done this since November 1st of 2014, so I look forward to seeing you all there. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter so you know exactly when we go live on Twitch. Leave us a comment in the comment section down below. Hit that like button on your way out, and until next time, take care.